And I got up. I got a new dog. I walked my dogs at like 6. I was in the water by 7:15, and I was at work by 9:45, and I blow dried my hair. So it's like the perfect morning. If I can do that every morning, I'm a very well balanced person. But so the water is another one. Okay, so I think we're at 6.
6, yeah.
Oh boy, I don't know if I remember the other 2, but anyway, I have it written down. There's so many great reasons to be here. And the fishing. I know the fishing, even though it's still an ocean thing. Fishing, you could throw. I was just invited over onto the Pacific side. There's a new resort opening with St. Regis. And the sales guys over there, they invited us. They go, hey, why don't you bring your team over? We'll show you our property. If you're here at 7 a.m., we do this thing called catch and cook. And you go out, you go fishing at 7, and then they set up this big grill station and grill your Sierra and make you breakfast at 8 o'clock.
Wow.
And that's how they're selling. That's how we're selling real estate, or not they, or we're all selling it, but that's how they want to sell real estate down here. It's amazing.
So, little side note there, and anybody that's listening, hopefully you have listened to the podcast. If you haven't and you're into fishing, definitely look back and find the interview with Wesley Bruff. And I think, do you know him, Janet? Wesley?
Who?
Wesley Bruff. He grew up there on the Pacific side.
No.
He has a company called Cabo Surfcaster, and he takes people fishing from the beach. And we interviewed him a couple of weeks ago. So if you're listening and you're into fishing, look for that episode. I'll look for it. We're bumping up on a 30-minute time period here, and I don't want to take too much more of your time. I do have an important question to ask. We ask every single guest. And you already hinted to it and went way beyond it, and I'm going to bring you back to it. Think real hard. Where's the best taco in Baja?
Oh, my gosh. It's such a hard question. And I've got to say, oh, gosh. And I've gone keto, so I'm not eating the tortillas.
Oh, geez.
I can taste them when I talk about them.
How boring.
I go off the wagon every once in a while. I know. I go off the wagon. But carne asada, I think, is still one of my favorite tacos. And there's a place called Lateral, which is behind La Comer, which used to be Mega. Everybody knows Mega.
Yeah.
And it's owned by Fernando, who had La Osteria. Remember, we used to go party there late at night?
Yeah.
Anyway, he makes mean taco, and he makes one that's in a, I always say this wrong, Jamaica. Jamaica, that's the drink.
Oh, jicama.
It's the jicama.
Yeah.
Makes it in a jicama shell. Then there's La Lupita. I think I wrote an article on tacos, too. Now I start thinking about tacos, and I go, there's a new... Okay, so I answered 2. I could go into 3
Yeah,
places,
but so back up. Let's make sure we get the number 1 clear. What was the name of it, and how does a listener find it?
The number 1 is Lateral.
Lateral?
Lateral. And like L-A-T, like lateral.
Okay,
Lateral.
Yeah. And it's in San Jose?
Lateral. In San Jose, right behind La Comera, so you can you can park in the underground parking lot and walk across the street.
Gotcha.
And you know what they have? They have great margaritas, and it's street food. It's super easy street food.
Awesome.
So
we've talked about all the positives, and I don't want to dwell on the negatives. But what could you warn a listener about? What would be one thing whether you're coming to visit or you're packed up in your 76 Ford truck and you're coming to live, give us a warning. Give us something to be careful of, something to think about, something to be respectful of. Give us some advice.
Okay, so that's a great question because I've done solo drives before. I think the best thing is don't relax too much when you're in an area where you should be alert. For example, and it works in Chicago and it works in San Diego, it works in Vancouver, it works all over the place.
Sure.
If you're walking by yourself somewhere, it doesn't matter what time of day or night it is, just have a look around if you're walking to your car, especially if you're a woman. And I'm not scaring anybody. I do it when I go to an underground parking lot in Vancouver.
Sure,
you know?
sure.
Just don't lose your awareness. Always be aware of your surroundings. When you relax, man, you kick back at the beach, you kick back at the pool or whatever. But driving is getting worse and worse here. But yeah, I've lived down here as a single woman for a long time, and I have never felt threatened.
Yeah.
But I keep my wits, so I don't come out of the grocery store with my phone in my ear and my keys and stuff all aware.
Yeah.
That's my thing, is just stay aware.
So we hinted about your business. You're in real estate. Just real quickly, let's give a shout out for your company and tell people if you're remotely interested in hearing about properties that are for sale, understanding more about the real estate buying process in the southern Baja region. Janet is definitely one that I would highly recommend to reach out to. So how do we find you, Janet, and what's the company that you own? Okay,
so I'm a partner with the Agency Los Cabos, which is our Mexico leg of the agency, which is an LA originated office in Beverly Hills. So we were the 6th office open for the agency, and we have 3 satellite offices now in the Southern Baja, other than our primary office in the new Fresco Plaza in Cerro, Colorado. So my email is pretty simple. It's janet@theagencyloscabos.com. And we've got lots of parking where our office is, which is in the new Fresco Plaza across from the Rancho Cerro, Colorado neighborhood, just by Pomia, very close to Pomia. And you know what, Ryan? My passion is still oceanfront. Everything from little oceanfront lots or ocean view lots out on the East Cape to oceanfront, down the corridor and in San Jose, little condos, big condos, villas, whatever, But I'm concentrating, I think, more in the San Jose area. But we have an office in Todos Santos. So
awesome.
We'll take care of somebody there or up in Los Feliz.
Well, I can vouch for you. If you're in the market to buy something in the Los Cabos region, you're definitely going to be educated and well taken care of by Janet. And then as long as you're nice, you'll end up having a friend who's going to connect you and plug you into everything that matters in the region. So, Janet, thank you for coming on the Baja Sessions. I'm sure at some point, if we keep doing this for enough years, I'll grab you and have you come back on, and we'll get another update on how things are from your perspective down there in the Cabo region.
Awesome, right? It's so fun to talk to you, and it's so fun to talk about Cabo. I feel like I could go on for another 30 minutes, but I know this is 30 minutes. So,
all righty. Well, we're at the 38-minute mark, and so hopefully our listeners aren't mad that we kept them for an extra 8 minutes. I appreciate your time, Janet, and I'll be down there in a couple of weeks, so I'll be looking for you.
Yay, we'll have a beer and a taco. Adios, Ryan.
Okay, bye-bye, Janet. Thanks again.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This episode of The Answer is Yes Baja Sessions is brought to you by Baja Bound Insurance Services. Driving to Mexico? You can buy and print out your Mexican auto insurance policy online in minutes with their easy-to-use website. They also have great travel information to help you plan your trip south of the border. Visit bajabound.com.